reduced to tears during his Brazil.
Todos os dias. Desculpa, é que eu só queria jogar futebol, só quero fazer de tudo pelo meu clube e pela minha família.
All right, let's get some more on this. Let's speak to Spanish football expert Semra Hunter, who joins us now. Semra, very good evening. How have we got to this point where a player is breaking down in a news conference?
It really is heartbreaking, isn't it? And unfortunately, it's been a very long, saddening tale that goes well beyond in football in Spain. Has been a problem for a much longer time than that. But as it relates to him specifically, I'll just give you some of the highlights.
Now we've got more breaking news to bring you concerning Benfica's trip to the Champions League. Our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solokol, is back with me. Kaveh, what's happened in the last few minutes?
Yeah, Gianluca Prestiani has been suspended by Uefa. Now, Prestiani denied that he had racially abused Vinicius.
Let's now reflect and talk about the events at the Estadio de Luz when Benfica faced Real Madrid in the Champions League and what happened with Vinicius Jr. Jason, I want to direct you to a piece from Paul Hayward in The Observer. He says, look, sport is still struggling to deal with the poison of racism in all its forms. And an interesting paragraph he's written here: for an anatomy of racism and discrimination in sport, look no further than the week just past. It's all there. Social media, structures, attitudes, and in white people telling black people whether they have or haven't been insulted, and then how to react. Yeah. Has he got a point there?
No, and I think that, I mean, as ever with Paul, it's a fantastic piece. And I think that last point in particular, you know, sitting here as a white guy as well, I can't tell somebody how to react, a black person how to react. But Vinicius Jr. did nothing wrong whatsoever in my mind, whatsoever, right? And as Paul says, this is a case, this is the case, this should be a, I don't know, a landmark case, almost. This should be the case that defines everything. Not just what happened, but the reaction to what happened. Now, whether or not he was racially abused, obviously that needs to be investigated and dealt with, but it's the reaction. It's the way it was handled from start to finish. Not the referee, by the way. The referee went and followed the protocols, although there is a question mark as to whether the protocols are sufficient, but fair enough. We at least got protocols in place now. But everything else that happened from that point onwards has been horrendous. It has been absolutely horrendous, from the behaviour of Mourinho to the behaviour of Benfica to the behaviour of UEFA to everything about it. It was social media reaction, everything. The same player again getting targeted. Again, it's Vinicius Jr. As if it's his fault. I mean, what is going on in the world? How can Mourinho should be ashamed of himself, absolutely, utterly. We've seen this before within this kind of blaming everyone else, but for goodness sake, look yourself in the mirror and look back about what he said and come on, seriously, this is enough now. This can't carry on the way it is. And as Paul says, as a case study in what should not happen, there it is. There it is. And absolutely, the point that he makes was a point I have constantly made as well. As a white guy, I cannot tell a black person how to feel. Tell me how you feel. And then we need to move from there. And that's it. And the social media companies, we've been around the houses so many times with this, the absolute abdication of responsibility is appalling. You know, I would actually love it if we just boycotted them all. I would love it if football went, not doing that anymore. We've talked about it, some clubs don't go on certain platforms or whatever, but it would be great if we just did that. And it's all just lip service. Everything's lip service and nothing's ever dealt with. And I think Paul's piece, Martin Samuel's piece, which you're going to refer to now, absolutely nails it, both of them.
Yeah, you mentioned Martin's piece there because you talked about Jose Mourinho there, and Mark, what Martin says here is, why did Jose Mourinho feel entitled to speak that way about Vinicius Junior? And he says he was enabled, as others have been before him, enabled by UEFA, by the Spanish League, by tame local media, by all the figures in authority who across many years could have ended this but did not. It's not just about Mourinho, it's about Javier Tebas, it's about Porto too, it's about Benfica. What Vinicius claimed occurred last week at the Estadio de Luz has been going on for years because those with power have allowed it to happen. Is that the biggest issue here now? Because